right, level 0 is up, please. Okay, so originally I was going to take a poll to see everybody's responses, but then I was like, I don't want to put people's personal business out there, so I'm going to safely assume that we know people who deal with depression, who deal with anger, who want to relax in negative ways, whether that's happy hour, whether that's with narcotics or herbal remedies, or whether that's just with something that won't benefit you at all in any way possible in the long run. So my topic was why fitness. All right, so I started fitness because in my family there was domestic violence. My mom would be beat by my dad, and seeing that, for some reason, I felt the need to run away. I would either go out the door or jump through a window. But with that, I felt less of a man at a young age of like 8 to 11, because my sister, who was 4 years younger than me, would stay there, and she would always fight and help my mom. With that domestic violence, it caused depression, which caused me to act up in school. And so when I was acting up in school, my mom would continually be called to the school, and she would talk to the principals. They knew each other on first name basis, kind of like here. And one day, my mom asked me why I had F's on my report card, and I told her because I just didn't feel like doing the work. She was like, "Why don't you feel like doing the work?" I said, "Because I don't want to anymore. I didn't care about anything." So at the time, my mom was my personal barber, and my grades that were on my report card were cut into my head. So I went to school with F's in my head. I couldn't go to class like that, but the principal asked me how was I feeling about it, and I told her I just wanted to die. I didn't care anymore, because where I was living and what was going on wasn't sitting right with me. It was affecting me in a negative way, which led to suicide. And you know, girls, whether it's to get that pressure off from somebody, or whether it's to impress somebody, that's one of the reasons why I started my fitness journey. So these are some few people who I've interviewed who have changed their lives around, because it's a great way to deal with social problems that you have that you may not want to talk about with the counselor. So Jennifer, who is right there, 2011-2014, she started her fitness career because she had dated many guys, and with that, dating guys, they would always affect her because they were in her workplace. So she would have to continually see them even after the breakup. She was in abusive relationships as well, and she had low self-esteem, and her confidence was down. So with that, she decided one day to go to the gym, use fitness as a tool to get that anger out of her. And with getting that anger out, she was able to transform her body and her mindset about her life completely. With Melissa Sarah Wee, who is right here, she lives in Singapore. She was at first anorexic in high school, and then I guess she was made fun of being anorexic, so she became bulimic. And with becoming bulimic, she went through a deep depression for about 5 years, and one day she decided to also join her fitness journey, and she transformed into a fitness model who is now widely known over Singapore. She does interviews. She inspires other people with her story. And the last one is Britt Carreri. Now, she started her fitness journey not necessarily because of anything that was detrimental. She just pretty much had an ankle injury, and with that injury, she wasn't able to do gymnastics anymore, so she decided to do fitness. But the reason she's continuing fitness is because her mother was diagnosed with brain cancer, and then right after getting treated for that, was diagnosed with skin cancer. So her mother keeps her going throughout her life, and to keep perspiring on to do better in life. Now, the benefits of fitness and how to start. So there's a Harvard study that says that physical exercise improves sleep, helps prevent certain cancers and osteoporosis. And for those of you guys who don't know what osteoporosis is, it's pretty much the degeneration of your bones. It improves relationships, and that was by the benefits of nutrition source. So when it comes to fitness, there are certain things you can't do. There are certain foods you have to limit yourself from eating. There are certain regimens that you have to take, and that can also go into your relationships. You don't necessarily, you make smarter decisions about who you're with. You feel confident about yourself, so you're not going to be with somebody who is abusive or who brings you down as a person. And basically, the tight schedule, the holding together of your lifestyle, you'll find people around you who not necessarily agree with it, but who support you no matter what. And it's just a whole bunch of positive energy in a different community completely, which is why I love it. It's an outlet. So for those of you guys, pretty much all of us who've gotten that detention where that teacher just won't take it away, you know, yelling at them is only going to make it worse. But you can go to the gym and you can slam around 225 pounds, and you can feel good about yourself. You can get that anger out. I mean, yeah, you still have to deal with the consequence of your actions, but at the same time, you don't have to feel negative about it while you're doing it. And you look and feel great. So basically, I mean, you look good. Why not look good? You know, everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to feel self-confident about themselves. And even though we're at a young age where it may be different or it may be hard to do that, it's still possible. I do it. I feel great. All right, my solution is pretty simple, but it's very hard for some people to do. It's to get out and get active, and that's for everybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be going to the gym. There's plenty of different things that you can do, such as yoga, such as aerobics, plyometrics. You can even a walk around the park. Something simple, something small. But once you get to that stage where you feel like you're able to do more, then you go ahead and you progress. And it's all about progression. It's about patience and progression. My personal solution is I'm going to college to major in psychology. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can get my personal training certification. Now, I know that doesn't seem like it would go together, but I want to get into the mindset of everybody who has an excuse, who has an issue, and I want to help them solve that, but through my sort of way of doing it. So this is just a recommendation and my solution to sort of deal with depression or anything that you feel you can't handle in life. So everybody just get up, get out, and get active.